Hello everyone, nice to see you all again. This is Yuseba Takeda speaking, and I'm going to be presenting my SIP. One of the things that I want to go ahead and start covering right away is the idea behind the Tabletop House website. Now, I love tabletop games because of the social aspect that you have basically interacting with one another when you're playing these types of games. And I really felt that this is something that we should bring to the internet without using software, so to speak, that's like, hey, let's go ahead and make a dedicated program for this particular game and have people interact, I kind of feel that we, as tabletop gamers, already spend quite a bit of money for these games. Why not just make a website, very simple, very elegant, so we can all just get together, find out what games we want to play them in the comfort of our own home, like say on a laptop in the living room with like maybe 2 people, and have the rest of the group on the other side of the chat room with like 4 people, and we're all playing together, essentially having fun. And that's the point of tabletop games, having fun and social interaction and making fun of one another. So the next topic I would like to go ahead and start talking about is the very first key feature of this website, which is the forums. Now, forums are probably the easiest and coolest things that we can use for tabletop gamers who want to be social. The biggest reasons that I feel that the forum is probably the strongest out of every social aspect is anyone can post on there, as long as you're a member, of course. Anyone can read anything. You decide what you want to read. You can respond to what you read, and you can respond to whomever that you've read it about, and so forth and whatnot. As opposed to other social websites where you basically start scrolling through and be like, hey, I can read all this stuff, but that's not the point. The point is to interact with one another socially. And what better way to interact socially than on forums, because you're very passionate about playing tabletop games. The next feature that I would like to go ahead and cover is the chat room. In my mind, this is how the chat room would look like. You have your main chat area, your chat box, and the list of people who are there chatting in the chat room. This is basically a live version of the forums. My main intention for the chat room is basically your last resort of finding a person to fill in for your party or for your group of people because someone canceled last minute. Someone let you know ahead of time, like an hour or 2, but life happens. Not everyone can make what they want to attend at times because life. So, kind of figured a live forum would be nice. It's better to go ahead and just use a chat room. The next thing would be the play area. The play area is a virtual database of the different types of games people can play, so they can look up games, see what they're interested in. Also, it's the area where people can go ahead and start looking at public rooms where people are actually playing their games online, so they can just jump in there and be like, oh, let's go ahead and watch or listen to these people and chat about it. Kind of like a different version of Twitch. One aspect that I figure that would be important would be the links area. The links would be basically a list of programs and software that we as tabletop gamers would suggest to go ahead and have downloaded and installed in your computer for various reasons, and it would just make things a lot simpler if you have a list in front of you so you know what programs to grab right away rather than trying to search for them on Google and get confused or lost and download the wrong thing. So to cover the whole entire SIP would basically be the first key feature of forums. The next key feature would be the chat room, the play area, and the links. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy.